Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Stone, and this is spelling sort number 32. You should have your envelope beside you, and you will need an orange, green, and red colored. Oh, and I guess purple. So I need a orange, green, red, and purple colored pencil for this assignment. So whenever you're ready, just come back to the lesson and we'll start. All right, this week's lesson, I am expecting a lot of hundreds. This is a very easy lesson, especially since we just went through the dropping the Y, changing to I, adding EST or ER, something like that. We just went through all of that in grammar. So we shouldn't have any problems with this. So I am, this should be a fairly easy sort, easy points. So we are going to have a test over the sort also this week. All right, so let's take a look at the words that we have. And the very first word I want you to find is the word calmer. Now, this very first column, the orange column, is going to have the ER at the end. Now, I want you to take a look between the orange column and the red column. The orange column is just adding ER to the word. The red column is going to be when you have a base word and it ends with a Y and you have to drop the Y, change it to an I, and add ER. So that's why they go in two different columns. And so I want to make sure that you're paying attention to what the word looks like. So find the word calmer, and you're going to notice that calmer has an ER at the end. So go ahead and take your orange colored pencil and highlight the ER in the word calmer. After you're done with that, I want you to look through all the words that you have, and I want you to find all of the words that end with ER. Not IER, just ER. When you're done with that, put them on your chart and come back and we'll check and see if they're right. All right, you should have found the words closer, fewer, cooler, hotter, weaker. All right, I want you to notice the word hotter. Remember, we talked about this pattern where if it has a short vowel sound followed by a consonant, you are going to have a double consonant. Okay, so that has changed the word hot to hotter. So remember the two T's in that word. But all of those words are fairly simple. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your orange colored pencil and I want you to go ahead and highlight the ER in those words. Because these words are so easy this week, if you want to go ahead and glue them down today, I'm okay with that. Like I said, they're pretty easy words, and so reviewing them off the chart and stuff, I don't think it's just going to matter. So if you want to go ahead and glue them down, that's fine with me. All right, so let's look at the green column. We're looking for words that end with EST, not the purple column, which ends IEST. We're looking for just the words that end with EST. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to find the word calmest. Now, look at the column before. What was the orange word? Calmer. Calmest. So it shouldn't be a stretch of the imagination that if you learn how to spell the word calmer, you should already know how to spell the word calmest. So find the word calmest, and I want you to take your green colored pencil and highlight the EST at the end of the word. Now, you're going to notice something very interesting about all of the words that go in this column. Look at the orange column. So I'm assuming, I can probably assume, that if I have calmer and my word is calmest, if I have closer, then I'm probably going to have the word closest. So see if you can find the words that end with EST, but match them up with the orange column words. So you see how I have calmer with calmest, okay? So once you get done with all of that, come back and we're going to check and see if you're right. All right, now that you are back, you should have closest, fewest, coolest, hottest, weakest. If you know how to spell the word in the first column, you should be expected not to miss any of the words in the green column because you're just changing the ER to an EST. It's nothing complicated or hard. So match those up like I have them. And that's how I'm going to know if you listened to this video, is I'm going to see if you've matched those up. But I want you to go ahead and highlight the EST in all of those words with a green colored pencil. All right, so we just have 2 columns left, and you can kind of see where I'm going with this because we did the orange and the green columns. All right, so I want you to find the word easier. Okay, easier ends with an IER. So go ahead and take your red colored pencil and highlight the IER. Now, you can see what kind of pattern I'm working here. If I've got calmer with calmest, closer with closest, fewer with fewest, cooler with coolest, etc., then when I put my words down in the red column, it should tell me what words I should put where in the purple column. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go through and I want you to find out of the remaining words, you only have a couple of choices, either words that end with an IER or an IEST. I'm only looking for the words that end with IER. So you're going to look at all of those words and you should come up with this list. Prettier, crazier, dirtier, funnier, lazier. Okay? So those are the words you have. Go ahead and put those down and highlight the IER with your red colored pencil. Now you have very few words left. They obviously all go in the last column. Okay? But what I want you to do is I want you to find if you can match up the words. So if you know how to spell the words in the red column, you should have no problem with the words in the purple column because you are just basically either putting an IER on the end or an IEST. So if you know one column, you should automatically know the next column. So I want you to go ahead and line up those words that match. Okay, so with easier, you should have easiest, prettier, prettiest, crazier, craziest, dirtier, dirtiest, funnier, funniest, lazier, laziest. So go ahead and put all of those down across from each other, and then I want you to take your purple colored pencil and highlight the IEST. This should be one of the easiest tests that you have all year long. So you just have to learn how to spell one word, and then you should automatically get the next column. So we are going to have a sorting test. So it's going to be over the spelling and the sorting. And I'm going to try to not run out of time on Tuesday so that we can actually have the spelling test at school. So we will work on that. But easy peasy sort this week, and I will hope you have a good rest of your day, obviously, and I will see you tomorrow.